This firefight is still far from over.
Right, and so we were following the plumes of smoke coming out of these fires burning for today. Obviously, the Caldor fire, also the Dixie fire, blowing over towards Nevada. Now, that kind of gives you an indication of where the winds were pushing the fire lines, and that was off to the south and north, I should say off to the north and east of the fire with those southwest winds coming in for today. Now, everything's starting to shift tonight, but that's very typical of an overnight fire behavior. This is what the Dixie fire looked like from Jim Schwilling looking out in Blairsden off in the distance. Now, we have had some new evacuation warnings coming in around the Dixie fire because of some growth, especially on the south side here with some of those hot spots you can see in the red. Moving towards Lake Davis and into the Portola area, we'll be following that along with the Caldor fire as red flag warning conditions continue. Here's a look at the smoke plume as it stands right now, moving off towards the Tahoe Basin. This was really hampering flight operations, trying to get the upper hand from above, putting that retardant down. Unfortunately, it had to be all ground crews practically for today as we headed into the late afternoon. Also for the Dixie fire, a big plume of smoke coming off there. So those are the two fires we're following closely. Tonight in the Gilmore backyard, we have those light south to southwest winds. Those will continue and will bring the valley some cooler weather. Now, unfortunately, it comes at the expense of elevating the fire danger with our red flag warning now continuing through Wednesday due to the gusty winds, low humidity, and the potential for rapid fire spread. Let's take a look at the winds first on the Caldor fire. Right now, they're fairly calm. We have those downslope winds, usually a good time for firefighters to get the upper hand on some of those containment lines. And it's going to be needed because look at how those winds ramp up by tomorrow afternoon, by noontime, south to southwest winds, again, pushing that fire closer to South Lake Tahoe up to the north and east. So those winds really driving things. That's not even to mention the gusts that could exceed 50 miles per hour on some of those ridge tops. Today, we were hearing from firefighters that some of those embers were flying as far as about 3/4 to almost a mile in distance. This will be the same situation on the Dixie fire. The only thing here is that we actually start to see those winds calm a little bit earlier on the Dixie fire as opposed to the Caldor fire. We're going to continue to watch it through Wednesday. Highs will be in the 80s to right around 90 for the foothills and the Sierra, and the 5-day forecast pretty much telling the story here. Not a drop of rain helping us out with this one. We will, however, start to see those winds die down Thursday and for the rest of the work week into the weekend. Along the coast, we've got the cooler air coming in. It pushes right through the Delta. Highs will drop into the 80s for Fairfield and will be right around the lower to mid 90s through the northern San Joaquin Valley and the Sacramento region. But the true story here is because of these increasing winds that are dropping our temperatures, it's giving us the high fire danger. That continues Tuesday into Wednesday, even with the lower temperatures down low. We've got the gusty winds, and anytime you have that on top of fire, bad situation, which we continue to follow right here on ABC 10.